TitleMatchNetwork.com.
You got WrestleMania 13 with The Rock. What happened with that? You were supposed to get another big push.
Like I said, the worst thing they did was they brought Rocky. And my mom said, if you don't have nothing good to say about nobody,
right,
don't say nothing.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to follow my mother's advice.
You also did the MTV show where they portrayed you. They followed you around. What are your memories of doing that MTV show?
Well, right after the show was all over, that was the best thing that happened because MTV introduced me to a new crowd. Me and George were coming from an independent show one day. This George Griffin, that referee that I traveled with. And I remember getting out the car and this little kid come running up to me about 12 or 13 years old. He said, "You Tony Atlas, ain't you?" And I looked at him. I said, "Who told you about me? Your dad?
Huh.
Your dad is a wrestling fan?" "No, my dad don't watch wrestling. But I know who you are. And I saw you on MTV." So MTV introduced me to...
put you back on the map.
Right, to a younger crowd. And they just didn't show it that one time.
It aired a lot.
It aired a lot, you know. So all these young people that watch TV, all of a sudden, they knew who Tony Atlas was from MTV. So MTV was really, really... And in fact, there's people even now that know me from MTV but don't know me from WWE.
Wow. Huh. Now, how did you wind back up in the WWE with Mark Henry and ECW? How did that all come about?
Well, they wanted me to train him. Because, like I said, I'm a certified personal trainer.
Right.
And I have several success stories in the state of Maine. I had a kid program called Team Atlas, where I take troubled kids and I bring them to the gym and they work out. And we had academics for them to do also. And just to give them a place of belonging. That's why most kids join the street gang. It's not because they want to be big and bad, because they want to belong to something. They love to belong. So I created my own little street gang called Team Atlas. And they come and they work out, they draw, and they read, and they write, and they do several things in the program. Also, I train 1, 2, 3 state bodybuilding champions. I trained about 4 swimmers. 1 became an alternate in the Olympics. Right now, I'm training some hockey and football players. And everybody in Maine, when they want their kid to really be great at something, I end up with them. And the state of Maine gave me a big letter that said only maybe 10 people in the whole state have ever received one of these letters since the beginning of Maine. So it's a very high honor. It's a legend letter or something that they gave me. The police department gave me many, many awards. I put on bench press competition for the fire department to help volunteer farmers to have money and stuff of this nature. So with Vince hearing about all this stuff, he said, what better person than to train Mark Henry and get him in shape than Tony Atlas? Easier said than done.
It was a challenge?
The only person in my career as a trainer that I couldn't train. Just wasn't going to do it.
Not disciplined enough.
Was not going to do it. He's got the discipline, but I think the problem is the way they went about doing it. They brought me in right the first day and said, "You his boss." And it caused friction right off the bat.
Oh, you guys didn't get along right off?
Well, no, we got along great.
Right.
He just wasn't going to do that, what I wanted to do in the gym. And he was going to eat what he wanted to eat. And he's not going to go by my diet. But no, Mark, I love Mark like a son. He's one of the nicest, sweetest people you ever want to meet in your life. So a lot of people been dead if Mark was mean.
What are your memories of Tommy Dreamer?
I remember Dreamer, we was on the independent circuit. You know, a great guy, very good head for this business. I think if TNA would listen to Dreamer, they would go a long way.
Without a doubt.
Yes. I mean, that's the best move TNA ever made with taking that guy, let me tell you. He's very intelligent when it comes to this business.
Colin Delaney, did you see talent in Colin, the kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Hornswoggle and Fit Finlay? You guys did a little program with those guys.
Right.
Did you like working with Hornswoggle and Finlay?
Hornswoggle, I don't know that well.
Right.
Finlay and my wife is like brothers and sisters. My wife thinks the world of Finlay. Finlay is a straight shooter. He don't bullshit you. He tell you straight, and he will help anybody he can. Most all the divas there, just about every match there is put together by Finlay.
Right. He works with all the girls.
And Finlay's the type of guy, he's not egotistical. He could chew up anybody in that ring he want, but he don't. Finlay is there for the business. He would do whatever it takes to make the program work.
What are your thoughts on the Abraham Washington show that you're a part of, and your role with that whole character? I mean, did you like doing that?
I loved it.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest with you, there is nothing anybody would do with the WWE that they would dislike. I mean, just the idea of just being a part of that organization, it's very, very fulfilling. I mean, when you see the people and the setup, and it's very impressive. I mean, you can't help for being impressed.
Right, without a doubt.
Abraham Washington was on every week, and I was on every week doing Abraham Washington. First time people saw me in a suit, even with Mark Henry as manager, Mark Henry, other than the training part, I mean, it was fantastic walking to the arena with Mark Henry and to feel that energy once again at my age, So anything with the WWE would just, anybody tell you that it was bad, it's full of horse pocket, How can you walk out in Madison Square Garden, or for that matter, I was in Wrestlemania in 2008, managing Mark Henry in a ladder match. It's a mile to the ring.
It's crazy.
Huh. It was about a mile walk to that freaking ring, brother.
Did you blow up?
Get to the ring almost. I mean, and the place is jam packed. And then I'm sitting in the back talking to people like Donald Trump, Michael Duncan Clark, Kid Rock, Fantasia, Jennifer Hudson. All these people is working for Vince. My boss is their boss. Donald Trump is sitting there more impressed with me than I am with him. How can you not feel that? I mean, it's phenomenal. How many people could hire Donald Trump?
Sure.
Think about it. Hey, Donald, come work for me tomorrow there. I need you to paint my basement.